When your family has owned a historic bed and breakfast in Greenwich, Connecticut for several generations, you tend to know the town very intimately. Stanton House Inn has hosted thousands of guests since 1985, and its innkeeper, Colin, has lived in Greenwich most of his life. So when it comes to being the authority on all things Greenwich and surrounding areas, you've come to the right place. A lot of people malign Greenwich, Connecticut as the land of hedge funds. And while it does host luxury real estate and upscale boutiques, this is a town full of surprises. Come along for a journey through historic landmarks, upscale shopping and dining, and some of the most overlooked, treasured coastline in the Northeast. Being a border town between the New York City-influenced Hudson Valley and New England has long kept Greenwich's history interesting. By the late 1800s, the railroad turned Greenwich into a summer retreat for wealthy New Yorkers, and by 1928, it had the highest per capita wealth in the country. Today, Greenwich balances its historic charm with modern cosmopolitan sophistication. Museums, nature preserves, and historic homes tell the town's story, and the trees, coastal views, and small-town feel keep it timeless. When it comes to exploring Greenwich, Connecticut, there are several spots that are a signature you cannot miss. Greenwich Point Park, which locals call Todd's Point, is 147 acres of pure bliss. Locals come year-round for sandy beaches, scenic walking trails, and panoramic views of Long Island Sound. This is the spot to explore the coast. The Bush Holly House is a National Historic Landmark and the birthplace of Connecticut's first art colony. It's also the home to Greenwich Historical Society for a more in-depth dive into the town's history. Walk through its 18th century rooms and learn about the American Impressionist who once painted here. A museum that blends art and science, the Bruce Museum has been a Greenwich staple since 1912. A recent major expansion made it even more of a cultural powerhouse. If you're a history buff, Putnam Cottage is a must for Revolutionary War fans. This is the spot where General Israel Putnam plotted his successful getaway from the British by riding horseback down a very steep hill. Dubbed the Rodeo Drive of the East, Greenwich Avenue is where historic charm meets luxury shopping. Stroll past designer boutiques, cozy cafes, and landmark buildings like the Old Town Hall. Splurge, dine, or people watch. Regardless, it's a must-visit. Greenwich isn't just about stately homes and high-end shopping. It's an outdoor lover's paradise. For a more laid-back outing, take a walk through Binney Park or Bruce Park. These green spaces in Old Greenwich and downtown Greenwich, respectively, are perfect for picnics or just enjoying the scenery. Bruce Park even has a croquet green. Speaking of outdoor sports, polo feels like a sport reserved for British aristocrats and Ralph Lauren ads. But in Greenwich, it's an annual summer Sunday tradition at the Greenwich Polo Club. Bring a picnic, sip some champagne, and watch the action unfold on the field. Literary buffs, take note. Pomerantz Park was once home to two-time Pulitzer Prize-winning historian Barbara Tuchman. It also happens to be the birthplace of the Boy Scouts of America. The town of Greenwich owns several islands off its shoreline, and while one, Great Captain's Island, requires a private boat to visit, Island Beach is one of those hidden gems in town. Take a ferry out in the summer to enjoy a self-contained ecosystem of a New England beach. Sit on the sand and look back at the church steeples of downtown Greenwich for a surreal experience. Greenwich is a destination in and of itself. It strikes the perfect balance between small-town charm and cosmopolitan flair. Its proximity to NYC makes it ideal for both quick getaways and extended stays. And with its ever-changing seasonal appeal, there's always a new reason to visit. Plan your getaway and find even more things to do in Greenwich by downloading a free copy of our Greenwich, Connecticut Visitor's Guide. It even includes a free map and information on dining and places to stay. So, whenever you find yourself in New England, don't just pass by. Be sure to stop, explore, and experience the uniqueness of Greenwich, Connecticut.